Welcome back to day 2 of classroom setup. First thing we're going to tackle today is sorting out this little bin that has both stickers and erasers in it. So I'm sorting those and putting all that back into its appropriate spots. Now here I'm going through all of my pencil boxes that I had from last year for my class, and I'm going through and testing all the markers, getting rid of any dead ones, and then I'm just putting them all back in my cabinet. And then I'm sorting the colored pencils and the crayons out of those boxes too and putting them back in the drawers in my cabinet because I'm not going to be using these pencil boxes this year. Now I need to find a spot for my giant box of markers, so I had to kind of move some things around, figure that out, but I eventually did get it in there. Just kind of shoved it on the top. It doesn't have to look pretty, you know. Here's what the cabinet is looking like. Got some things put away. Now moving on to over here, I brought my rug back from home from being washed and put that down under my Squishmallow bean bags. And it's looking so much better now that I have that rug. Putting the pillows back in their pillowcases. I have one that is like emotion faces, and then the other one is just a plain white pillowcase. And then I put these on my chairs. Next, I'm taking my little table that goes out in the hallway and putting it back in the hallway. That's the table I use. I put a little box out there for the kids to sign up to see me, and then they put the note in the lockbox. And then I'm removing all of my rainbows from this cabinet and putting them on the side because I'm going to be doing something else to my cabinet this year. I'm going to go ahead and hang up my 4 cutesy little disco balls from the ceiling. Moving on to the cabinet, we got to first wipe it down and clean it. And then this year I'm going to be putting on this cute purple checkerboard bulletin board paper on it. I'm going to wrap all the doors in this. And let me tell you, this was quite the process. This was very, very tedious to do. Lots of tape, lots and lots of taping. Let me tell you, so much tape. And I was getting so mad at this tape because it kept sticking to itself, and I was getting so frustrated with that. And I did cut out a big portion of this just because if I showed you the entire thing, we'd be sitting here for hours. So yeah, this is I believe the last thing I did today. I just started working on these cabinets, getting this paper on here, all the tape, trying to make this as flat as possible, taping down the edges around the door, cutting out the handle hole. All of that really, really cool, fun, exciting stuff. And again, super tedious. And today I only ended up getting these 2 doors on the left side done. And I will save the other door for day 3. See what I mean with how tedious this is? It took so long to do this. Taping down the edges was probably the worst part. Taping down every single little edge because I wanted to make sure it doesn't get ripped off accidentally. This took forever. especially taping down that inside edge on the hinges. That was so hard. That's what it ended up looking like. Here's my office at the end of day 2. Still got lots of work to do.